When you're building a startup, choosing the most optimal time to work is super important. This is one of the reasons why I actually work late at night. So often I'll start the day, probably 10 o'clock, I'll turn up to the office, and my days will be generally filled with lots of meetings. There'll either be phone calls, Zoom calls, in-person meetings, or even going out to customer sites or meeting with some investors. And it's really, really busy throughout the day. It gets to 5, 6 o'clock, start to wrap up my day. By 7 o'clock, I'm home, and I spend some time with the family. Usually by 10 o'clock, everyone goes to sleep, and I use this time to have my quiet time, but my quiet time to think about what's happening inside of the business and what are the strategic things that I want to work on. Often I'll come back to the office, no one's around. The office is obviously super quiet, and it gives me the time to really focus and think about strategic things that I want to work on. And this is why I work late at night. I find it sort of the ability to actually put really meaningful work in at this time period is really, really valuable, and it's what actually takes the business to the next level.